I once read a book by a doctor who had found that some of his patients coming to him, a certain percentage of them, they had symptoms in their body, but there wasn't anything wrong with them. He couldn't find anything wrong. And it turns out that he was describing what's called psychosomatic illness. In other words, your mind tells your body that it's sick and then your body acts like it's sick when there's really nothing wrong with it. Well, God in His Word describes something like this to us thousands of years ago. And I'm reading from Proverbs this morning, chapter 14 and verse 30. A sound heart is the life of the flesh, but envy the rottenness of the bones. Well, it makes sense. A sound heart, that means a healthy heart. It's bringing life to the flesh. If your heart is sound and it's working properly, it's a muscle, it's a pump. It's bringing in, it's taking that blood to the lungs, picking up oxygen, taking it to the cells, picking up the waste products, taking it to the filters, dumping off the waste products, back to the heart, back to the lungs, making the cycle, and you can, your body's strong, your body's healthy. Makes sense, makes perfect sense. If the heart's healthy, the flesh, the body is good. It's doing what it's supposed to be. It has life. But the contrast, of course, is envy. And it contrasts the physical organ, the heart, with something that you can't touch, a thought, an emotion, a feeling. It says envy's the rottenness of the bones. Well, what is envy? Well, here's a dictionary definition of envy. To feel uneasiness, mortification, or discontent at the sight of superior excellence, reputation, or happiness enjoyed by another, to repine at another's prosperity, to fret or grieve oneself at the real or supposed superiority of another, and to hate him on that account. Well, now let's just think about that for a minute. You look around and you say, my goodness, there's someone who is superior in excellence, and they're better than me at something, and therefore I hate them for it. I see somebody and they're happy and I'm not, so I hate them for it. I see someone and they're successful and I'm not, so I hate them for it. I see someone who is really good as an athlete or is strong or fast or pretty, and I hate them for it because that's not what I am. Well, no wonder God says that's rottenness to the bones, and it makes perfect sense that it would rot your bones to sit around all day long and to worry about things like that. Listen to what James says, chapter 3, verse 14. If ye have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not and lie not against the truth. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, and devilish. The world, the earth, the flesh, the senses, and the devil, all three of these are at war against you when you have bitter envying and strife in your hearts. Look at our culture. Look around. We've got so many people right now today trying so hard to make everything equal, to make all people equal. Oh, it's not fair that someone has more money. It's not fair that someone is more talented or it's prettier or that's you can go to college, but we're only going to allow so many to college. And listen, folks, that is devilish. That idea, the whole idea that somebody is not superior at something than you are, is just foolishness. You need to realize there are a lot of people that are better at different things and got more money, got all kinds of things than you do. But when you sit back and you hate them because of that, that's envy, and it will absolutely destroy you. Well, what's the cure for envy? Well, it's pretty simple. Be content with such things as you have. Trust God and realize that God has put you where you are. He's made you what He's made you to be. You need to be content with your walk with Him. And by the way, if you need something that you don't have, don't hate somebody else and be jealous. Ask God. James says you have not because you ask not. So there's no reason to look around and be envious of others. What you need to do is look to Jesus and trust Him for what you need. God bless you and have a great day.